Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Fran and today I will be discussing the critical importance of our mental chat or inner dialogue for manifesting the life of our dreams. Okay, so most of us are not even aware that we are constantly talking to ourselves throughout the day and even at night in our dreams. These are thoughts in speech form and represent our inner reality. We do it so often that we don't even know that we are doing it. Because we are doing it unconsciously, we don't really decide what we think or what we tell ourselves. Our thoughts, our internal conversations stem directly from our core beliefs. Our core beliefs were generally established in childhood by taking for granted comments, beliefs, and teachings from parents, guardians, and authority figures. Sometimes our beliefs were formed during traumatic events and emotionally charged circumstances. Then they were burned into our subconscious mind and stayed there, working undisturbed behind the scenes. Unless, that is, we decide to shine a torch on them and challenge their inherent veracity. So the first step towards enlightenment and freedom is awareness. You cannot change something that you don't know exists. So start by paying conscious attention to your self-chat. You watch your thoughts throughout the day and challenge them. At first, you just observe them from the outside and acknowledge them. And then, as you become more experienced at spotting these thoughts, you can stop them in their tracks and challenge them outright. Is this the truth or just an interpretation? Is there another explanation for the same fact? Is it possible that this is just a story that I choose to tell myself? These are the questions you should ask yourself as you observe your thoughts. Now, you don't have to judge them negatively and you don't have to identify with them either. Just detach from the mental process and observe what it is going on inside your mind. Then consider alternative explanations and scenarios. Now, you don't have to believe any of these alternative explanations and narratives. They can be as outlandish and improbable as you like. You simply have to accept that there may be alternative narratives for the same events and circumstances in your life. Just accept that it's possible that your thoughts are just a story that you keep telling yourself over and over again until it is familiar and just seems real or the only possible explanation. Now, this step is particularly challenging for our conscious mind because all of us want to be right. So once we have formed a belief, we will simply keep searching for evidence to reinforce that initial belief. This is how our brain works. It will automatically screen out information and evidence which is inconsistent with our beliefs. And even when our beliefs are dysfunctional and harmful. So it will take a little bit of conscious effort and practice to reset your subconscious mind to your manufacturing settings. You might need to challenge your story many times before you can replace it with a more productive and beneficial one. Know this, there is no real story, there is no truth, there is only your inner truth. Whatever you choose as your inner narrative will be reflected and manifested in your outer world. So choose the story that you tell yourself day in, day out very carefully. Choose the words you use to describe yourself very carefully. Your wish, quite literally, is your command. Now, I'm not exaggerating. This is exactly how your outer reality is created. In actual facts, there is no outer reality at all, only your imaginal one. Consciousness is the creator of all material things around you. Try this for yourself. If you are having an imaginal row with someone inside your head, try changing the story. Intend for that person to be helpful and even friendly towards you, and then watch what happens. Watch out though, it won't be as easy as it seems, as your ego will want to assert itself to prove that you're right and that they're wrong. So we'll need to consciously let go of the need to be right. You can change any story inside your head. What you tell yourself about your life, your personality, about whether you're good or bad at something, whether you tell yourself that you're lucky or unlucky, attractive or unattractive, thin or fat, intelligent or dumb, you will manifest it all out there. But don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. Do you believe that you're incompetent or unpopular or shy or whatever? Tell yourself the opposite story over and over again. You don't even have to believe it. Just keep telling the opposite story until it becomes familiar. You will be astonished at the results. Sometimes you will see immediate results. It will be mind-boggling at first until you get used to this method of manifestation. People will react to you differently. You will become more confident and more magnetic and attractive. You will make more money, and opportunities will start falling into your lap out of nowhere. Of course, you will still need to take action towards your goals, wishes, and desires, but it won't feel like a struggle or effort. It won't even feel like taking action at all. It will just be the natural course of events, the path of least resistance. So if you notice any limiting beliefs about any aspect of your life, just shine a light on them, question them, and if need be, replace them with positive ones. What do you want to feel, think, and know about yourself? Just go ahead and choose the beliefs that you want to have about yourself, your life, and people in general. Don't live in autopilot. Choose the reality that you prefer by adopting the beliefs consistent with that specific reality. Look, all pain and negative emotions is information. They are our feedback mechanism, which alerts us as to how far our beliefs are from our dreams and desires. So don't ignore, suppress, or run from unpleasant and painful emotions. All they are trying to tell you is that you need to realign your beliefs with your new dreams and desires. In other words, your desires are your passport to growth and expansion. They are a blessing. They are telling you what you need to manifest in your physical reality in order for you to grow and expand. If you feel pain, rejection, lack, a sense of failure, it's not because your dreams are too big and way out of your league. No, you wouldn't have a desire if there wasn't a way for you to achieve it. If you have a dream, it means that on some level, that manifestation has already come to exist. You just need to find a way to allow yourself to receive it in your three-dimensional reality, in your physical reality. What your painful emotions are telling you is that your beliefs are out of alignment with your dreams. In other words, you're not allowing yourself to be receptive and open to your dreams. That's all. So the solution is not to sublimate your desires, to ignore your calling, or to tell yourself that those grapes are sour. No, the solution is to raise your beliefs. So you create new beliefs according to which your dream is not only possible and achievable, but it's already yours. If you can see it, you can manifest it. If you can dream of it, you can achieve it. You see, your desires and your pain are absolutely essential as a way to motivate you to strive for greater and greater dreams and avoid stagnation. And it doesn't even matter how big or small, how petty or selfish, self-serving or superficial your desires are. The fact that you are learning to consciously create the reality that you want is sufficient, is enough to help humanity evolve towards a higher version of ourselves. So let me reassure you. First of all, you are worthy of anything that you can bring yourself to dream of. Secondly, your desires are worthy of being manifested into your physical reality. And last but not least, there are no limits. You can literally transform your life in a matter of days. Don't be afraid of pain. It's your internal GPS. It will guide us to a greater version of ourselves without this internal guide, we wouldn't wish for anything, and we would just survive and stagnate. So be grateful for your pain, because it tells you when you need to work on your core beliefs or on your self-concept. So never give up on your dreams. Instead, give up your story, your narrative, the one according to which you're not meant to get what you want because you don't deserve it, or because you're unlucky, or because you weren't meant to have it in the first place. Give up your victim story. Give up your loser narrative. It's just a story that you keep repeating to yourself and telling yourself, and simply start telling yourself a story that you want to live out in the external reality. Start experimenting with small things. Start changing how people are reacting to you or treating you in everyday life. Maybe a co-worker or a sales assistant. Start manifesting wealth and abundance. You will be astonished at the results. However, they will tend to come faster in areas of your life that matter less to you. And that is quite simply because in those areas, your beliefs are already aligned with the desired outcome. That is why they feel less important, because you're not out of alignment. You see, the areas of your life that feel more important, more urgent, more difficult are those in which you hold beliefs which are out of alignment with your desires. You will tend to experience this misalignment as resistance or difficulty manifesting, or fear or lack. And all it is our GPS telling us that we need to adjust our route, that we have gone off track, that we are telling ourselves a disempowering story regarding this area of our life. So this is all you need to know in order to manifest the life that you dream of. Number 1, become aware of your inner dialogue. Number 2, challenge dysfunctional or unhelpful stories that you keep telling yourself. Number 3, write a better story. Tell yourself a different tale. Then watch your dreams unfold as if by magic. Now, I'm not just repeating this stuff like a broken record because I've heard it somewhere. I've tested it over and over again in my own life. I could give you many examples of success in my life and the lives of others, but I will tell you about my latest manifestation about abundance. And this happened just 2 days ago, where I manifested an $80 tip in a job where people are not even meant to tip you. So there you have it. But then again, I've never had trouble manifesting wealth. In that area of my life, my beliefs have always been pretty much in alignment with my desires. I have no blocks there. My most challenging area instead used to be in relationships, as this is where I needed to work on deeply rooted dysfunctional core beliefs from childhood. Now, you can still manifest your desires without working on your core beliefs, but results will tend to be sporadic and might not last long, because every time you feel vulnerable or tired or need to face a challenge, your old beliefs will resurface and tell you the old story. So if you want long-lasting results, you really need to change your self-concept. Once you create a more positive self-concept, it will affect every area of your life. So instead of trying to manifest a myriad of different things, you just create a version of yourself that gets what you want easily and effortlessly. A version of yourself that loves yourself unconditionally and then simply creates the life of your dreams. So I cannot stress this enough. If you feel pain in an area of your life, it's imperative that you stop telling yourself the old story and start empowering yourself with a new winning narrative. If you want to prove people wrong, just be right about being a winner who always, without fail, gets what they want. So I beg of you, do not give up on your dreams. Do not take no for an answer. Do not allow naysayers to have a last laugh. Do not play small league because you're afraid of pain or rejection. You establish your value and your worth. You decide what you can achieve. So listen to your calling. Do whatever makes you happy. What lights up a fire within you. Know that you are the operant power and that you are worthy of anything that you can bring yourself to dream of. Like Einstein once said, the only people who change the world are those crazy enough to believe that they can. And guys, I know that I might come across as cold or harsh sometimes when I tell you to give up your victim narrative. But seriously, the story that you tell yourself is the one that you keep creating in your physical reality. I cannot stress this enough. The physical reality out there is a perfect reflection. It's a mirror of your internal world of thoughts and beliefs. And as hard as it is to swallow this bitter pill when you really don't like what you see in the outer world, if you keep judging it, resisting it, refusing to accept it, telling everyone who will listen your take on it and how you've been wronged, This won't make it go away any faster. It would just reinforce it out there in your 3D reality. So remember, what you resist persists. So accept your current reality. Accept yourself, words and all. Accept that the pain that you are feeling right now is useful information about your self-concept and about your core beliefs. Then go to work on your narrative, on the story that you keep telling yourself day in, day out. Accept that your 3D, your physical reality is as it is for right now. For right now. Then choose to tell a better story and stick with it and note that it is done. It's already done. The reality out there has no choice but to conform to your inner reality. You are the operant power in your own reality. So we have come to the end of this podcast today. I intend that this content helps you overcome your limiting beliefs easily and effortlessly so that you can manifest anything that you can bring yourself to dream of. In any case, thank you for listening. Have a wonderful awakened day.